Greetings, magical people. Welcome to the show. My name is Salazar, and we are back on Magic the Gathering Arena after a short break. We are playing today. Let me show you what we're playing. Aha. We are playing Raugrin. Raugrin Giants. Made possible with all the cool technology in Kaldheim. Let's go through the game plan, because I'm pretty sure you've never seen anything like this on the ladder. I've seen people play Izzet Giants, and honestly, I believe splashing white into this deck gives it a huge advantage, a huge edge, thanks to our friend, the Realm-Cloaked Giant. Realm-Cloaked Giant destroys all non-giant creatures, then comes into play as a 7/7 with Vigilance. So, if you are able to cast even just one of these against Mono Red, against Mono White, against Gruul Adventures, are you hearing that? I'm not sure if you can hear the truck outside my house. If you can play Realm-Cloaked Giant against any creature aggro deck, you're pretty much game. So let's start at the beginning. Turn 1, hopefully you're gonna play either your Triome or any of the lands. You see, we don't play Fabled Passage to keep tap lands to the minimum, as a lot of spells can be pretty mana intensive. But turn 1, Triome. Turn 2, we play Birth of Meletis or Invasion of the Giants. Glimpse of the Cosmos also helps, but playing Birth of the Meletis really boosts your mana, and the wall is gonna help fend creatures off. You know the drill. But Invasion of the Giants is kind of new. You scry, you draw, you deal damage to your opponent, and then the third chapter of this saga lets you cast one of your giants for cheaper. So there's actually a lot of value in this card, because it sets up the rest of the game from starting on turn 2 as soon as you play it. Glimpse of the Cosmos, as I was saying, is very helpful, but I think it's better in the late game. Basically, there's a lot of text there, but you get to draw, you get to see 3 cards. You pick one of them, you pick one of those, you draw it, and if you have a giant on the board, you can cast Glimpse of the Cosmos again from the graveyard. So there's a lot of value in having Glimpse of the Cosmos over any other draw spell like Omen of the Seas, for example, because you can play it over and over again. I mean, once again after you've played it from your hand, then the graveyard, you know what I mean. Turn 3, you're going to be playing maybe a Crystalline Giant. Good to help with the giant theme. Good to help out with the mana, because it's a colorless creature. So we know we're not getting color screwed in order to play our 3-drop. We also have Bonecrusher Giant, which is probably the best removal spell / creature in this format. Maybe in all of Magic. I don't know how many removal spells / creatures we've ever seen. But again, a lot of value, and is a cheap giant. We also play 4 Calamity Bearers, dealing double damage through all the giant sources we have. And Quakebringer. Now, Quakebringer is, I believe, the star of the game. not only is it great against rogues because it helps out from the graveyard, but it's also great against mono white because, often forgotten, Quakebringer has an ability that reads, your opponents can't gain life. If mono white can't gain life, you've basically shut down their most valuable asset. So Quakebringer is very good against those two matchups. But in general, as soon as you play Quakebringer, or as soon as Quakebringer is in your graveyard and you start dealing damage, either just by having one of these two giants or by having Calamity Bearer making it deal double damage from the graveyard, as soon as that engine starts going, you're able to just keep your opponents at bay, kill off their creatures, put walls in front of them, and let the Quakebringer deal with the game without you having to worry a lot about attacking. What else can I say? Squash is a great card. It's all the way over here, disguised as a 5-mana spell, but don't be tricked by that mana cost, because Squash reads, this spell costs 3 less to cast if you control a giant. That's a 2-mana instant to deal 6 damage to any creature or planeswalker. 6 damage for 2 mana. So every red mage who is right now playing Frostbite, talking about, ooh, we now get to deal 3 damage with only 1 mana. Well, I can deal 6. I can deal 6 with a single card. Squash. And Realm-Cloaked Giant, which, as I was saying, is, I think, the best giant in this deck. Not one of the new Kaldheim giants, but it comes along with this cool combo. Cool. It's not a combo. It's a neat combination of cards, but it's a neat package that helps out even the smallest of giants. I don't know what else to say. I think that is the game. Let's see. Let's see how this wonky Giants deck stacks up against the rest of the Mythic ladder. Let's make some magic. And it's not with this hand. Okay, that looks better. So it's either Glimpse of the Cosmos or Invasion of the Giants to put back into the deck, and we can get more out of the invasion. So let's keep this hand. We play the invasion. So I mean, it doesn't. I don't need those, but it doesn't really matter what I leave on top because our opponent is playing rogues and he's just gonna put our library into the graveyard. Okay, so we show the Crystalline Giant, play the Crystalline Giant, and hopefully it's gonna get hexproof, and oh my god, it did. did become a hex-proofed creature, which means our opponent can't target it with any spells. I mean, with any instant or sorceries, like a Heartless Act or an Eliminate or a Drown in the Lock. See, this is where Quakebringer starts being really good, because without having played it, just for being in our library, it starts acting up against our opponent. I should play a giant here to make use of the discount of the invasion of the giants. But I'm also thinking I should get rid of the Thief's Guild Enforcer. Okay, so I'm gonna see what happens with the Crystalline Giant. You gained lifelink. Okay, that's all right. That's all right. Okay, let's play the no. No, we gotta stay safe. Let's play the Invasion of the Giants and hold the stomp. Or no, let's stomp right now. So the opponent can't counter spell. Yeah, we should have attacked. We took too long making that call. We can still put some creatures on the board. But do we... Because I don't think we need to play these right now. I'm thinking we play Bonecrusher Giant and Glimpse of the Cosmos. And okay, let's grab this. Not what we wanted, but I don't know what we wanted. Hey, how about some volume on the game? there for you. Wow. Yeah, okay. So the opponent crippling feared everything but his crab. But we still get to play this Quakebringer. How many? Ooh, we're down to 26. So the opponent has milled more than half of our deck. He brings back some of his dudes. Ooh. Can we do this? Okay, yeah, so this is the moment for the Calamity Bearer to shine. Hopefully, it survives through his turn, and next turn we get to deal, I think it's 8 damage because of the Quakebringers that are in the graveyard. So yeah, that's 8 damage to his face. And here, what we needed was the Realm-Cloaked Giant. I mean, the only thing to do is either play this Quakebringer or this Quakebringer. So let's just get that on the board, not attack, because we don't want the Calamity Bearer die to the Merfolk Wind Robber. Or the Thieves Guild Enforcer that was in our opponent's hand. He kills one of our creatures. If this Quakebringer survives... Ooh, no. We're out of cards. We are dead. Our opponent got us. And he surrendered? I mean, I appreciate the victory. So the play here is Birth of Meletis turn 2. Yep. Because we're playing against mono red. So being able to fetch our third land is important, but building the wall the next turn is gonna stop his pesky little goblins. Wait, are we playing against Obosh? Mono red? Is that even a thing? Alright. So, the goblins definitely can't get through this. I think the play here is I mean, let's attack. Then let's foretell the Quakebringer and play Glimpse of the Cosmos. Now, because we played this land on blue to be able to play the Cosmos, we can't play the Quakebringer. At least not until we found this red land. Yeah. I always imagine Glimpse of the Cosmos being like when Doctor Strange just peered into the future, seeing all the possibilities. It's the same way in Magic. You see the different cards that could show up. Some do, some don't. And you keep on playing. So this I could see coming. I did not expect weaponize the monsters. So with weaponize the monsters, you can sacrifice your goblins and essentially deal 3 damage to each target. 1 for the goblin itself and 2 for the weaponize. Huh. Huh, indeed. So I'm not sure we want to play the Quakebringer just yet. I feel, oh my god, we got out of tapped. Because I was gonna play the Smash. That was that was that was the whole deal, playing the Smash. Being able to take out one of the goblins. Ooh. Let's see. Let's see how we get out of this one. Yep, we got out of that. And I mean, if I was gonna play a creature, I would have played the Quakebringer, not E, Crystalline Giant. But okay. I mean, at least we got rid of one of the goblins. Now our opponent plays Anax. We need to get creatures on the board. Right now, playing this Quakebringer is the same as playing this Quakebringer. Because we wouldn't have enough mana anyway to play another squash. Hopefully we can get both Quakebringers on the board. And that means do I need both Quakebringers on the board? Because yeah, I could just kill this one and activate it with this other one. But if we get both going, we might do something. Okay. So we wait until their upkeep to squash their annex. So the tokens have summoning sickness when they come in. So they kill the second Quakebringer, but at least we're tapping their lands, and the Calamity Bearer is still in our hand, which is hopefully gonna show up next turn to start activating both of the Quakebringers in the graveyard. No, we don't need lands. We need a Realm-Cloaked Giant to kill a bunch of stuff at the same time. So, I've never played against an Obosh Weaponize the Monsters deck, but it ain't bad, let me tell you. That is not what we wanted. We can still get rid of Obosh at the very least, but there's still a couple of dudes with forks. Are those forks? Oh no, they're little spears. There's a bunch of goat people trying to get over my fence. Wow, you're thinking too much for being a mono red deck. Did our opponent just like space out? Yep. sleepy times with awesome 41, I guess. Oh no, he's back. I should not have tried to do it, because our opponent could have just sacrificed the bond, and that would have countered our Bonecrusher Giant. We got lucky there. I mean, it was a misplay. It was a misplay on our part, but our opponent misplayed right into it as well. Just letting it happen. Okay. I mean, why would you even attack if you were gonna do that? So the wall has been pretty helpful. Getting a second one is gonna be alright, but we need some big bad dudes. Big bad dudes that can activate the Quakebringers in our graveyard. What is this? To scary Firewalker. Exile the top card of your library. You may play that card. So we don't need more land. Let's cycle bad. Let's play to draw here. This is what I've been looking for. Ooh, that's gonna take out the walls. So let's not play. We could wait until next turn, see if they play something else. But no, I think we should destroy their creatures now and the walls. I don't mind. And next turn, try to get the actual giant on the board. Ooh. Quakebringer is really good, but I don't think it's as good as this other giant. And that means I can glimpse of the cosmos and foretell this dude. now, a mono red deck is gonna have a hard time killing a 7/7 creature. We start dealing damage. We attack. The opponent says, "Good game." We did it, people. Ooh, I don't know about a hand with 3 Quakebringers. I mean, we can foretell one on turn 2. But are we too exposed? I mean, the plan right now is foretell, Quakebringer. That means you don't get things going until turn 4. Hopefully, we can stay alive until then and find the second mountain we need. Okay, so having the Realm-Cloaked Giant helps make up for not playing anything during the first turns. Especially now that I know we're playing up against elves. So Elvish War Master is gonna create a lot of little dudes. Huh. So we're gonna need to deal with it somehow. I mean, somehow as Realm-Cloaked Giant. But we need another land before we can play that. Let's try to have a blocker. Keyword there was try. Yes, let's clean the board now before things get crazier.
Join me in battle.
I've never played against elves. I don't know what this guy's up to. Elves add black mana. Elves get counters. Elves tokens. Elves gain haste and draw 2 cards. Sorry. We can take that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, so close. Let's take out that dude. I'm not really sure about him, but I don't think I wanna stick around to find out if he's good or not. Now let's play, Birth of the Cosmos first, then Birth of Meletis. You know, Birth of Meletis helped us find the land we need to play this giant here. They're gonna kill all of our giants, but I'm gonna kill all of their elves. And I don't mind the Quakebringer being in the graveyard. You can play another Quakebringer to carry on the torch, or the giant 7/7, which I think is the way to go. You draw cards. Okay, that's your job. You draw cards. You also draw cards. Okay. My dudes deal damage and win games. That's what we're about. Let's just drop this guy like this. Let's grab that. Let's play another glimpse. Grab the Bonecrusher Giant so we can shoot down one of them. Let's go through. So unless our opponent kills the board, all the Quakebringers trigger and we win the game. Guys, is this giant deck actually good? Yeah, this hand is good. We have blue, red, white, magic, mana, I'm sorry, and a 3 converted mana cost creature. So we know what to do. Turn 2, turn 3, turn 4 is probably one of the Calamity Bearers. Three Calamity Bearers. Sure. The Shuffler is fine. Everything is fine. We need red mana. We don't really need blue or white, do we? Like, very specifically, we need double red. So let's scribe that plains and that island to the bottom. Next turn we can still play the Crystalline Giant. But after that, we are in the danger zone, basically. We found the double white for the Realm-Cloaked Giant. So at least I'm comfortable knowing I'm not gonna get attacked immediately and get killed. Let's hold that back. And ooh, we can't play any of our giants. We don't have the right colors. That's not good either. But I guess this is better than nothing. I mean, we could have played the Birth of Meletis past turn, but I think being able to play back-to-back Realm-Cloaked Giant in case our opponent builds back the board is gonna be crucial to us surviving the match. Finally, double red for the Calamity Bearers. But first, let's clean up that mess. What's this? You're adding a lot of mana. What do? Hornbash Mentor. When this guy enters the battlefield, put a trample counter on target non-human creature you control. Put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control with trample. This gives creatures they control trample. Okay, is this a trample deck? Is this what this is supposed to be? Huh. Yeah, that's weird. That's weird, man. What do we do then? Let's play this. Let's play this. Let's attack. Deals double, quadruple 3. That's 12 damage in a single attack. And that's enough to make our opponent concede. Okay. Let's see. I don't. Do we like this? I mean, I'm gonna keep it because I feel I'm gonna get punished if I mulligan. I have 3 lands. I got something to do. Turn 2. I'm gonna be grateful for what I got. We're playing against mono white, which is probably one of our worst matchups. Let's hurry up and get a creature on the board. Yeah, that's not good. Okay, lifelink is actually a really good addition to this creature right now. That can keep us in the game a little longer. Unless our opponent flies and just whacks us in the head with a hammer and a spear at the same time. So what we need to do here is we need to Realm-Cloaked Giant. But before we can do that, we need more mana. So it was either Invasion of the Giants and Squash, but that would mean... I mean, if I tried to squash this guy, our opponent, they would have just sacrificed the Savior to help him out. So now, let's attack with our Life Linker to get our total back to 6. Because of the Calamity Bearer, Crystalline Giant deals double damage. Ooh. But because of Halvar, this Alseid of Life's Bounty also deals double damage. So, yep, this is tough, guys. This is tough. You are not a giant, which means you no, I was gonna say you're gone, but the opponent can sacrifice his dog to save the god. A dog for a god. Well, that was a good trade. The other guys, they do die. Goodbye. I mean, that was definitely better than nothing. Because the Crystalline Giant has Menace. You can just attack through without getting blocked. So that's 8 damage to our opponent, and we gain 8 life. Next turn, we can squash the Halvar. If our opponent doesn't have another Selfless Savior or something like that. Okay, no. Okay, so that is 7 times 2, right? Okay, so that is 14 damage. I can take that. Okay. So how do we... So we need to squash this on his turn. So let's... Okay. We'll tell that. Let's Birth of Meletis, and that leaves us red mana to squash his god the next turn. Okay, so let's kill their god. Wow, that's like as I was thinking about how to say that, I was like that's a metal statement right there. Let's kill their god and then let's see what happens. We just attack through. Okay. Okay, so now we can... I think the right play here is to get the Realm-Cloaked Giant. That's gonna be a blocker big enough to handle anything our opponent can throw at us. We need to find another squash. I think that's also good enough to help us win the game, right? Yes. Because with 2 Calamity Bearers on the board, the Crystalline Giant can attack without being blocked, deal quadruple damage, deals 16 damage for every blow. Okay, so game plan here is Birth of Meletis, turn 2, and then what? Glimpse of the Cosmos? See what we can find. Yep, we need to... What do we... Oh, we can't Glimpse of the Cosmos with that land. Okay. Okay. we can at least foretell the Quakebringer, get it into play next turn. Which is helpful against this that we're facing. I mean, at least I can block Daxos, and I can stop everything from gaining life, which is, I think, the best upside of having Quakebringer in the board right now. Okay. So let's see here. I can Realm-Cloaked Giant. That only kills these two guys. The Heliod goes back to being an enchantment. I could try to squash something. I think that's the right play, actually. Yeah, hold the mana open for a squash. Or no, do we want to attack right now? Yeah, right. Let's kill one of their dudes. If we take out either Daxos or the Alcide, the Heliod stops being a creature. There we go. Now, I mean, I'm not gonna attack into this, but at least we took care of that situation. His side of the board is looking much cleaner right now. No life gain, but they take our Crystalline Giant. I don't mind giving away that wall, because right now we are going to play a Realm-Cloaked Giant. Clean the board. And should be smooth sailing from here on out. Should be. Should be. Because of the Calamity Bearer, Quakebringer deals double damage. That's 10 for each hit. I can't stress enough how important your opponent can't gain life ability on Quakebringer. That's what got us this victory. Back up to position 969. What a meme my life is.